Well, it's been a while since we last did a video, but we have been busy, I promise. So let's ask Rob what's been happening on the railway. So Rob, what's been happening on the railway?
Absolutely nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Nothing. I've done absolutely nothing on the railway.
What have you been
your
doing
question.
then? What have you been doing then?
Well, I built a big grey box.
That is a big grey box.
Yeah. It's a bit bigger than I thought.
Yeah. It's not really 16mm scale.
No. And it's missing the hole into it.
Yeah.
It's not for that, is it?
No.
No.
Should we go somewhere warmer and
Let's
work
get
it out?
inside and discuss what it's for.
Well, welcome inside the building. We'll show you a bit around in a minute, but we thought we'd give you a bit of background would help first.
Mm-hmm.
Nodding away there,
Carry on.
Yeah. So most of you will, well, maybe not most of you actually, some of you will be aware that we're not just South Gale Light Railway. We actually have a business called SLR Models, which is Garden Railway related.
Yeah. And by the way, the SLR bit is South Gale Light Railway, just for anybody that hasn't made that connection
Yeah,
yet.
it's amazing how many people haven't. It's good. I mean, it all stemmed way back in 2016, 17, somewhere around there, when we wanted something for our own railway that didn't exist. So we had family in 3D printing worlds, and they went, well, I could print it if you can design it.
Yep.
So that's basically where it all stemmed from. We then went, well, surely other people are going to want this, and it just started from there. We got our first printer, and
we sort of made stuff for ourselves, and then we thought, well, we'll offer it, see if there's a market there, and it's kind of developed.
I would say
from that point.
snowballed.
Yes.
I would say it's a good.
Yeah, from that point onwards.
Term. So yeah, it's got to a point, or it got to a point a few years ago where we had a fair amount of products, and then people started going, well, could I have it in this scale? And could I have it in this scale? And that then causes a bit of a size problem. When they get bigger, it takes more space up.
We also have to consider then when we do another scale, we don't quite do everything in every scale, but you're almost doubling the amount of stuff you do. We already do quite a lot of variations and modifications.
Yes, it's getting on for 200 products and maybe about 4,000 variations. No, we're not quite at 4,000 yet, but we're getting dangerously close. And that is a lot to store.
Yeah.
It's only small, most of it.
Yeah.
But you'd be amazed how much space it takes up. So yes, it's got to the point where when we moved here, I suppose, we looked at we wanted a building with the space to put the business in as it was, back at the old house. And
a much bigger garden for a railway.
A much bigger garden for a railway that also had the possibility of putting up a building. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Now this location the building is in is not where it was going to be originally. That had to change due to some annoying drainage.
Mm.
But it also caused the railway to have to move, which some of you did ask about, of why we're having to move it. Well, this building is why. This was the only place we could build it. It is as big as we could physically fit.
So we just had to push it a little bit.
Yeah. It only had to move a tiny bit, to be fair. It wasn't bad.
But that meant we could make it bigger.
Yes. Yes, it did.
There's a common theme here.
There is a common theme, yeah. So yes, this is going to be the combination of 2 rooms in the house and a little bit of the garage, basically.
Because what's happened basically over the years is it's taken up more and more room in the house, sort of spread itself out a little bit, and it's sort of got to the point where it's almost the biggest thing in the house rather than us living in it. So we had to do something about it, and we've always adapted rooms in the house to sort of store stuff, print stuff, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It's never had its own real dedicated built for space, which is kind of what it needed. So
Yeah, this is custom built.
that's how this has come about, is because we have been able to build something dedicated to the task it's going to be performing for the business, which means it should be a lot more efficient and a lot easier to work
I
in
should hope so.
than we've currently got.
Yes. I say custom built, it's not. It's a kit building that we then have planned
Yeah.
where things are going. So, yeah. And, you know, thanks to all the people that love our stuff so much, we have basically been in the position at the back end of last year to actually order the building.
Yeah. You've effectively both caused us a problem and solved it by liking our stuff so much.
Yes.
So we knew that if we wanted to basically offer things that people are still wanting, we have a massive backlog of things that we have been asked for and want to design for ourselves, that this is going to hopefully make it a lot easier going forward to do that once this is in use.
Yes, because that is actually a good point, that the business is very much customer driven.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our products, I'd say probably 90% of our products are things people have asked for.
Yeah. Well, it's stuff. If it's not what other people have asked for, it's stuff that I've wanted.
Well,
That's what become products.
Okay, some of it's you, yes. But a lot of it is what people have asked for.
Yeah.
And that's fine, because that's how we know what you guys want. It's just growing, and we have a long list. Which we're slowly working our way through, but it keeps getting longer.
Yeah. So we sort of started this project after the Yorkshire Garden Railway Show in 2025. So you'll have seen in the videos that we've done on the railway that we basically put down the concrete pad for it and modified the railway to fit all around it and things. But effectively from after that show, we then started to put this up, which is why nothing's got done on the railway.
Well, it was about a week after the show that the building kit was delivered.
Yeah.
So nothing has happened on the railway, really.
Think IKEA style.
Yeah.
To put it together.
We'll put photos at the end of this video. I'll do like a build montage at the end of the video.
Yeah.
We didn't film any of it.
No, we didn't want to bore you with that.
No. It's taken a long time and just been done in bits, because we're still trying to do it in and around everybody, you know, placing orders and making lamps and
general
building
life.
stock and just general life.
We both do have other jobs as well.
Work, yeah.
Still, so everything has to fit around all of that. But yeah, we've basically got it to the stage you're going to see now, and the plan is hopefully in the next month or two, hopefully before the National Garden Railway Show.
So end of April is the first show of the year, and we would prefer to be moved in here at least partially so we can operate, even if it's not fully finished, and some of it is storage wise still in the house before that show, because it's going to get busy the closer we get to that show. So it's getting tight.
We are going to reach a point soonish. Everything in a minute is ish, roughly, because it's all working around other stuff we're doing.
Yeah.
That we've obviously got to actually move everything, and stuff's going to have to be out of action for a little bit while we then get it all set up in here, and etc. So there will be, for those that follow the business on Facebook and things and on the website, we will be letting you know dates of when things will be a little bit slower.
Yeah, we have
this side, because we're just moving things or setting stuff up when we actually do the move.
Yes, because it's not like we're buying new workbenches to go in here. The existing ones are moving in, and all the desking that the printers are going to be sat on in there, in the other room you can't see, the other side of this wall.
Yeah.
They're currently sat on. So you can't just sort of go, I'll just move it in and just plug it in. It doesn't work like that. No. We've caused ourselves a little bit of a problem there, but it would cost us a heck of a lot to buy everything to do it.
Well, then we end up still with a house full of it.
Yeah.
So there's also that fact.
Yes.
But yeah, things have to be in a certain order. So all that we'll explain all that when the time comes. But just be aware that this is probably why things are a bit slow sometimes going forwards. But hopefully, after that point, and once we're all set up in here, it will be a lot better, and yeah, we'll be back to sort of normal service, I hope, and that means I can be back out on the railway, of course. There is that as well.
I mean, considering
in the better weather.
Yeah, considering the weather
really
at the minute, yeah, it's
all that keen on getting out there. I mean, we're currently looking out of a window out the front here,
and it's still foggy,
and we can see, yeah,
and it's
not very far,
and it's 20 to 1, and
yeah,
it's still foggy.
Mm.
It was meant to be sunny today.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer in here.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer in here.
So basically, thank you to everybody for supporting us over the many years. We will continue to hopefully give you what you want. That's the aim, and this will hopefully improve it a lot. So we'll give you a little tour around. It's not going to take massively long because it's not huge. We're not in a huge warehouse here.
No. And it's only half. Well, it's not probably not even half finished really. It's very much still
it's work in progress.
Yeah.
But we've sort of got it to a stage where we thought we'd give you a little look round, and then you can see what we've been doing over winter and why nothing has progressed on the railway.
Yeah.
So let's give you a look round.
So I thought we'd start outside just so you can see where the building is in relation to the railway, which is that was the bit we had to move to create the spiral that is in progress. And there is a rub. So let us come down the little corridor and back into the warmth. And then Rob can give us a bit of a tour.
Yeah, let's have a look around. So, I thought we'd give you a tour around in reverse order as to how items that you ordered from us are produced, just because it kind of works that way. So, we'll start here, which is basically where, if you order from us, we would be packing your stuff up, sort of neatly packing it up, put it in the envelope, and then taking it to the post office. So this will be a packing desk at the top here, and all our stock boxes are going to sit underneath. And as we've found in the past, whenever we basically have all our stock in the boxes that we have, we tend to buy a box thinking, there'll be capacity in that. We fill it very quickly. We buy another one, we fill that one. We've even gone to bigger boxes now.
Drawers.
Drawers.
Drawers, not boxes,
Drawers.
but yeah.
Call them stock boxes.
Yeah, true.
The drawer system we have. Went to bigger ones, thinking that would do it, and we've basically nearly filled those now as well. So we've tried to make this so that we can fit as many as we possibly can in the size of the building under here. So we've got a bit more expansion room again. And then, packing area on top, and then packing materials above this. And you might actually, if you come to any of the shows, you'll obviously have probably already seen the stock boxes that we bring, but this whole top surface and everything, hopefully, if we've made it right and whenever we do get around to making it, will actually be the table stand that we have at shows, so that we can just take it, all of it, and then bring it back. That's the idea. We'll see when all that happens, but that's kind of the idea. So then you'll come round and you'll come past the windows where you can look out on the wonderful railway that I have built, or we have built. So basically you could stand in here and run your train round in nice warmth, which would be great.
That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
And then we come to this side. So this side is, we'll call it sort of the workshop, but basically it's desks that we'll do a bit of post processing and assembly of things. A lot of lamps will get created on on this desk, put together. So desking again, more storage above, plenty of sockets. We've put plenty of sockets around the place because you might as well if you're building it. So we've put plenty around because then we don't have to run extension reels anywhere. And storage underneath, etc. And then we'll come on to this featured wall over here.
Don't fall over things.
Which will once again have more storage. There's a theme here we constantly run out of storage, so we're trying to build as much as we can into this. So this is actually a storage thing we already have in the house that will probably get moved out here, but it just gives us that area spot there. You'll notice some of the walls, like these ones and the white ones, are plasterboard walls. Other ones we've done in ply. We've mainly put the ply boards on where we're going to fix things back to. So when we've got a lot of storage, shelving off the wall, desks, where things will often get moved around, there's probably going to be, you know, different things on the workbench is going to put there. It's a lot harder to scratch it or anything when you're sort of working on stuff, whereas the other rolls don't matter.
Hard wearing, I think, is the word that you're going for.
Yes, in the sort of those areas. So then, and you'll see there's material around to actually finish this place, because there's obviously finishing to be done.
Yes, there is.
So then we'll have a look in the room. But before we do,
we'll talk about the ceiling now. These are acoustic wall panels, so they were a beggar to get up on the ceiling. Being 3 meters long, they're very heavy.
Convincing them to be on the ceiling rather than the wall was the tricky point.
But they do a very good job of stopping it being echoey in here. It was quite amazing when we first put them up, what job they did.
Obviously it is just a box at the minute, so more things than it will help. But it was all fairly hard surfaces, inevitably going to be. So.
But yeah, they also look very cool and have LED strip in them for lighting.
So you'll see both rooms, we've put quite a lot of lighting in. In fact, there'll be more over the workbenches as well, because there's nothing worse, as many of people will probably know, of working at your bench and having shadows and not good lighting. So
we currently have it. The room that the printers are in currently has a single 7-watt light bulb, LED bulb in the middle of the room, like most rooms, which is
so
fine.
Whenever you work around the outside, you always end up with shadows. So the whole point of this is that it's distributed light. It's all on dimmable and controllable system and everything, so that we can make it as bright and everything as we want. So so let's have a look. So this is the main room, and then we're going to have a look in what we're going to call the print room. So come into here, I shall switch the lights on in here by the temporary located switch.
Magic switch.
Magnetic switch. And now you're into the printer room. So I'll come to this end and you can have a look what's at that end just before I go and stand there and cover it up.
It's just the big machine in the bottom. We'll talk about that in a minute.
So basically with the printers, we started out the business with a filament printer, which is what most people will know as a 3D printer. And we still use filament printers, but not as much as anymore, because we've moved on to resin printing. Resin printing has the advantage, mainly for smaller items, of a much better quality, also a bit more added weight and things like that.
Quality and the ability to, it's actually faster. To produce more of it.
Depending on size and things like that. But
doesn't make sense that, but it does when you.
But what people often don't realise with resin printers is the printer itself is probably about the same size as a filament printer.
Pretty much.
But it's everything else, all the paraphernalia that you need to do resin printing, that is the biggest thing. And of that, the biggest and most important thing probably is the ventilation for them, because it is a chemical process that you're curing things with resin rather than filament where you're just heating it, extruding it and letting it cool down.
It's safe to say that the gases and things and vapours involved with resin printing are a lot worse than the ones people get scared about with filament printing.
Yes. So we already had in the house, we already fit a ventilation system in there, which covers the whole house for other reasons as well. But it covers the rooms with the printer in. In here, we've done the same, basically again, but it's dedicated for this room. So we have a ventilation system in here, which is a MVHR system, so it has heat recovery with it. And that's mainly because I'm a Yorkshireman and I do not want to pay to heat the building and then blow it straight outside.
Yeah, well, I suppose the other point to mention there, you're saying pay to heat the building, but with the printers and resin printers, you have to maintain a certain temperature for the resin. So
I'm not just talking of heating.
Not like
heating for us. If it was for me, I'd have it,
the
freezing cold.
building has to be able to maintain a certain temperature all year round.
Yeah.
Regardless
Yeah,
of
so you
what it's
have to,
doing
with the printing
outside.
process, especially with resin, maintain temperature, so as
Heat
much
recovery.
heat as we can keep, which is what this system is designed to do. So the building's basically been set up so that this room here is under negative pressure, so there'll be more ducting to go in and things.
Yes,
but,
that bit there. Yes, there's
yeah, to put in, but we're basically going to be extracting from the room and actually from the printers themselves, and the process and everything as well. And then the main room that you've just seen is under positive pressure.
Yes, where
because
there's
the air's going into that.
So
and then it's
this big duct you may have seen on the top of the shot. It's basically a passive pipe to join the two together. So there'll be holes in the far end which will allow air to come back through into this room.
Yeah.
So
it allows it to
it's
circulate.
effectively the extract from that room, but there's nothing pulling it.
So that just means everything's kept in here for when the printers are running and everything else. And then, so sat over the top of all this will be desking round, which is what all the printers sit on, under there. At this far end, so above the ventilation system, but sort of linked with it, will be the spray booth. So all our lamps that we make are all primed and painted by ourselves before we assemble them for you. So that all goes through a spray booth that we already have. We're wanting to do more things painted, so do keep a lookout for that. But to do that, at the minute, the spray booth is in the garage, which is not heated, and if you've ever tried to paint anything when it's freezing cold and damp, it's not very good.
No.
So we do heat the spray booth bit and try our best to heat it when we're spraying. But obviously that doesn't have heat recovery, and it's an uninsulated garage. It's going to be cold and it'd be expensive to heat it that much. So it's coming in here, which will help massively with doing stuff in winter. Summer's not so bad.
No.
Winter's a real problem.
I mean, it's probably worth mentioning there is going to be another hole through the wall for that, because before somebody goes, oh, how are you extracting it?
No, that's all.
We've got to drill yet another hole, and these holes are fun to drill.
Clever electronics and things means it all balances out, and the building's not going to get all of its air sucked out through the spray roof.
Hopefully not.
Because obviously they want to move a lot of air, that's the whole point of it.
Hopefully not, that's the idea.
So that goes on there. Printers, there's more cleaning and post-processing goes on underneath, and storage, again, more storage sits underneath here as well. We also have in this room this big battery system and inverter. So we're actually running the building off of this system mainly. It's still linked back to the grid as well, but this is basically acting as a buffer. So anybody that knows us will know we've already got quite a big solar system and into batteries for the house and all the rest, and trying to run things as environmentally friendly and cheap, again, Yorkshireman, as possible. So basically we wanted to repeat that with this building. So this just adds more storage into here. We don't have solar panels on the building yet. I'm hoping to at least have something. The only problem is where the building's located, there's trees either side of it. We're sort of round the corner of the house. It's pretty shaded, or scattered shade anyway, especially through the trees. So solar panels aren't ideal. So this will mainly be charged on a night and off solar from the house. But it means it's more environmentally friendly and cheap.
Yeah, I mean the whole building we're going for.
Yeah, so the building's highly insulated already.
It is. The walls are like 120 mil thick, and it's mostly foam or something like that.
Yeah. So we're trying to keep as much of that in as possible. Again, and then there's more stuff for networking and lighting and everything else.
Your little networking
in
corner.
The corner. Because obviously, if you want to place an order with us, and you go on the website and you place it, thank you very much if you do, then we need to know that you've placed the order. So if we're sat out here and there's no signal, we don't know to go through the process and pack your order and take it to the post office. So we need that. So that everything talks to each other and we know what to send you and when to send it to. Also quite important. So basically that's what this room is going to be dedicated to. with again all of its sockets and everything else.
Well, yeah. So you haven't really mentioned the number of sockets we have.
Yeah. Well, again, I put loads in here.
It's a bit overkill. Well,
probably
yeah,
don't need that many, but
we probably don't need all the ones in this room either. It's a case of we're building it, so you might as well fit them while you're building it, and we don't really want a load of extension leads everywhere.
And they're that high up because with printers,
Messy.
you inevitably end up with messiness down here.
For anybody that doesn't know
keeping stuff up out of the way is a good idea.
Anybody that hasn't seen a resin printer, it is liquid resin. And my God, does it get everywhere if you spill it.
You also obviously don't want cables coiled up everywhere, so the fact just to keep them up and out the way is best. So yeah, so that's all in there. Obviously we've got another acoustic panel in here just mainly so they can put the lighting in it.
Which you'll notice there's sort of proportionally more lighting in this room than there is in the main room, and that is mainly for the spray booth because you need a lot more light than you really think for a spray booth.
Yes.
So we're kind of hopeful that this is enough to not need a light of its own.
Yeah, and again, all dimmable and everything else.
You're playing with the lights.
For how much light, so we can basically control that to get what we need. So yeah, that is basically where we're at currently with the building. So we've obviously talked about the fact we still have to finish bits of the building, and we're hoping to get those done before the national show.
This is a good example.
Yes, more decorating to do.
It needs all the architrave around that door, and
then
that's got to be painted. But it's almost finished decorating wise. It needs the floor as well. We have things for the floor. Yeah. There's
stuff stored up all over the place.
Yeah.
Against storage is what happens. But yeah, so not only have we been doing our jobs and the business, we've also been doing this because this has basically been all ourselves with help from friends and family as well, to put it up, even from the kit of building itself.
Oh yes, the kit.
One massive IKEA
basically
building, effectively. Not IKEA, but you get the idea.
And it was pretty much put up in a day.
Yes.
Which wasn't the intention, but we were getting Storm Amy the day after, I think it was.
Yes.
So it needed its roof on.
Yeah. But yeah, so a bit more to go, but we'll hopefully be there, and then we'll be sending orders out from here to all those people that have ordered and supported us. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to friends and family for helping us get to this stage. Please do keep helping us. We do need to finish.
Sort of muscle power, mostly.
Yeah.
And expertise on.
And we'll
the odd thing.
Hopefully show you when it's done.
Yeah. Hopefully we will.
And then we can get back outside in the nice spring, warm, nice weather.
Whenever that reappears.
Not raining. To do some more railway stuff, because I do need to finish a lot of the railway stuff.
It has been kind of put on hold.
But when it's manky outside, you don't really want to do it.
No.
So
this is the first sort of semi-nice dry day in quite a while now.
Yeah. So thank you very much, and we shall see you hopefully on a normal Project DRIOG episode.
Yep.
Very soon.
Yep. I will put a build montage of the.
Yes, we'll put a load of pictures of
things on the end of this video. So
on the end. So
we'll see you in the next one.
See you soon. Potentially at the National Garden Railway Show.
National Garden Railway Show. Yes.
Yes.
The one at Stoneleigh that used to be somewhere else, and in Peterborough. That we keep calling it Peterborough. Stoneleigh. Yeah.
With stock, hopefully some new items. There should be. There'll have to be some new items.
There'll be something new. Yeah.
Yeah. And other shows throughout the year. So see you then. I'll just leave.